Inc.
Out the Box Entertainment. Today's episode, we go back to spend time with Brett at the New School for Drama in Manhattan. Day 2, workshop. I'm John Pyatt. Welcome to Clot Open Surgery. So today, we're going to visit Brett. So far, so good. Really good talent. The energy that he gives me in terms of his development, in terms of his focus and his drive, his determination in developing this character is really shining through and is really already paying off in a lot of ways, simply because every time we go and we link up for these workshops, we literally develop another foundation that we could go on. Today, I'm excited because we get to develop attack as well as defend. He really gave me some good looks with the actions that took place, and it was just fun. It was entertaining and spontaneous, and I even brung the back and the claws so he can actually get a feel for that. I don't know if I put the mask on or not. I really wasn't too sure or comfortable with putting the mask on, and I think I should have. But for the most part, he put the clothes on and the back on. He got this and the suit, and I felt it was funny because for a while I've been wearing the suit, and it's so restricting and so confining. It makes you sweat like this. I have no idea how Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman, all those dudes, they do it, and they not coming back home funky and stinky. But you know, it is what it is. And right now, Brett, he's doing a good job. Check this out.
When it's coming out, it could be, kind of all over the place, but making a steady rhythm like the wind is.
Right, I like that.
Because if it is a heartbeat, even a regular heartbeat, it's still going to be a steady rhythm.
Right.
It's going to be something consistent rather than just a whole lot. Wait, what am I doing now?
Right. No, that's exactly where it's at. That's good. But we have the wake up, right? Then we have the walking. I remember the walking. You was here and you was on your toes, right?
And getting for it.
Actually, right there, what you do, you see how you bent over? Right. That was more of the stalking posture, where the walking was more upright. Right. The walking was upright. Right? The walking was upright. Actually, I think it's put that here. Right? And then the stalking went straight to down here. Right.
Yeah, so I was thinking that's a good one. What if?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Is it? Because I know you don't want to completely kind of close off. You could open up something like this.
I love that because now it really translates differently. My whole thing, like I mentioned last time, was I want you to be able to be distinguished.
Yeah.
Right.
Every.
Right. So it would be like going from here to here, like you mentioned, for the stalking. And so I think since now, we're now going, okay, well, the arms are starting to play out more.
Yeah.
I guess when it gets to attack, the hands can translate to down here.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you could almost, like, from this position, if you are like kind of stalking around,
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much this is protected anymore. Like when it was coming up, it was closed off and this was protected, the soft areas.
Right.
This is a little bit more open, and then if you had to attack,
Right.
you're more in a spring position. Again, like when we were talking about like, oh, you're going slow, and if you needed to run,
Right.
or you know, if you needed to, you're out here and you need to lunge and attack.
Right. Now, are you still, when you're doing that, I think you're setting on your toes.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, it comes down to like your balance. Do you feel completely comfortable like that on your toes?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Because
I love the way it looks. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
yeah, no, that's just a balance thing. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure your knees and your ankles, hold up.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. But yeah, so to go from here on the standing or on the walking to here, now we're in stalking mode. So the whole thing is like when like let's say a person is attacking, or let's translate it, let's stay in the realm of dogs,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you're stalking, it's an active action. But when you're attacking, let's say, even though you're physically attacking, if I say attack and
Boom.
it's on a leash, right? The action now is, and he's really trying to go after you.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, let's say you're in attack mode, but you're not attacking physically. So to translate that, I think to go from here with your hands to put it someplace here. See, the thing is to get three different postures with the hands.
Yeah.
Right, it's attack, defend, and guard. Right. So you had this last time I had noticed that you had to put your hands here someplace. I think the claws.
Oh, when I put them out, you mean? Yeah, like they're kind of like feelers.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I was digging that. So you'll be here, and this was the thing. See how these is up?
Yeah.
Right. So I knew, right from here, I knew we couldn't put them up and under the armpit.
Too much, yeah.
Right. So it would have to be like literally.
Draped.
Right. But right from here, like let's say in attack mode,
Mhm.
because I love that too, right? So now like when you're stalking, it might hang or might go back to the back. But in attack mode, they might either be here or they could live right here.
Okay, well, that's a good yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You want to put them on?
Yeah. Yeah. Good sense of.
Actually, that's the pinky.
Oh, that's okay.
Left ring finger.
So far. Where's your pinky? Oh yeah.
So let's see the standard walking. Right. And then let's go into stalking. Right. Yeah, I love it with the claws down. Okay, and then put it to the side. Pow. Right. Can you hug it? Right. You see how your hands is here? You feel more natural here, or?
This almost feels a little bit better. Well, this could be.
Because you can move right here. Right. I like that. That looks good. For attack, I like the way that looked. Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that looked for attack.
Not too low for you?
No, I'm more concerned about the hands. Yeah. I really don't want it low. I like it, yeah. But for the most part, in terms of hands, I love that where they point toward. Right. Or rather up, however you translate it. But in terms of like the palm, it would be like here. Right. So that let's label that as the attack posture. Right. Ooh, that's great. That's great. Right. That's great. So now we have attack.
Okay.
Right. That's great. I love that. How do you feel?
Feels good.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah. Just when we get these, fitted,
No,
I'll feel much more secure
Okay.
about being free and getting like really kind of
okay.
swinging my arms.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm just like worried about. The motion, I want it to be smooth,
Right.
but I also want it needs to stay on whenever I complete
Yep.
the
Yep.
gesture. So, but no, I do like that because there's something very cat-like about it, and especially it'll read really well, I think, with the back
Yep.
when we do get it.
Now the whole thing is you don't have to be up on your balls all the time.
Yeah.
You can even relax one. You can relax in both. But like let's say if you're here, right? Like so let's say you're in stalking mode, right? And then this is your last step, and then once you go into attack, drop your heels down. Right. So now it's like I'm planted now. Right. Right. That looks real good. Between the lines and the straightness of your body, yeah, that looks great. And then it's just a matter of letting it loose. Right. I know I'm not gonna have that much charging.
Yeah.
Right. There'll be, if anything, the distance between it, it'll be like 1 or 2. But what's gonna happen is the camera will be here, and then you'll charge towards the camera. Cut. Now you're on the person. Right. So if there is space in terms of running, we will get that. We'll find that in the sessions.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, they'll be like, okay, cut. You on top of the person.
Got it.
Right. I love the way that looks, though.
No, that's fine.
You want to see it?
Yeah. Well. Here.
Right. But you know what you do? Look straight towards. Like turn your body straight towards. Right. Now you see the lines that you're developing. Right. Along with the claws, it looks ferocious. Right. But now what happens is when you're on your toes and you're that low, because you're dropping the center of gravity, ideally you would be on balance.
Yeah.
But because you're on your balls, we're not designed that way, you're off balance. Right. So you don't want to be that low. Like I teach monkey kung fu. So the whole thing is, even in monkey kung fu, we would never be that low on our balls. Right. We might go here, but in terms of even this, we're putting our center of gravity in the center of our body. So because of all of that, we're balanced. But what you're doing is you keep going here, you're completely off. So the whole thing is you don't want to do that. You want to drop your heels down and then lock it in. It also translates well better, I think, when you're flat-footed in that posture. Right, that looks great. I really got the one. You know, put the back on real quick. Just so
Yeah.
I can get a visual. That's crazy. And turn your side so you can see what you're looking at. Right. You see how that looks?
Mm-hmm.
So now it just would be here.
Yeah.
But you see that? It really translates well. That looks crazy. How you feel?
Look good.
Yeah, okay.
You like the way it looks?
Yeah, I love the way it looks. Good.
Sorry.
I love the way it looks, and I love the angles that, because your size, your frame, right, you're not big and broad,
Yeah.
it translates well, right, with the lines, and then we have these petite lines, but then we have these massive claws and massive black. So the contrast between all of that looks crazy. So the whole thing is, what I really want to get is you're comfortable with the walking, the stalking, and the attack motions, because I really want it to be really, really visible in terms of the translation.
Okay.
Right, so it's like, okay, walk, boom, and then you're up. Right, okay, stop, boom, down, you're down. So now when you see it, you can actually feel the differences. Clause-wise, can you close it up a little more? Where almost each finger is either touching the back
Okay.
or pointing. Is it the design with this one? Yeah, there you go. Right. So do you want to go with that, or do you want to go with on the ball?
Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
It's a lot of mechanics to it, too.
It is. Well, this is more relaxed, so I think he could be.
Go with that then.
They could be much. Yeah, they could be flat here.
Mhm.
I think when we get to stalking,
Mhm.
it could be a little bit more lifted. The running.
Because I honestly, I like on the toes
Mhm.
for up when you're walking around, maybe you like actually trying to like peek, right?
Okay.
But then once you start to lower your center of gravity, go more flat foot,
Okay.
right? This way it's easier to walk like this than walk like that down there low on your balls,
That's true.
right? So yeah, if we could just keep that, because also the thing is, there might be some people who have weak knees or weak ankles.
Yeah.
Right, so they could do this, but they're not doing that. I love that with the claws hanging. Right. So that'll be good, but you see how you went? You was here?
Mm-hmm.
So now, when you're here, right, like let's say here, anytime before it goes to attack, either a footsteps out or footsteps back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can even go here, but that's a little too open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too open. So you know what? Let's either go forward on either leg or back on either leg.
And probably just depending on the situation.
Yeah, it's all, that's up to
Say he's a
you.
little boy, he'll probably lean forward, you know.
Mhm.
If sees something like dangerous,
Right, right. Like if the guy has a gun, then it's like, hold on, right, let me assess it. But if he doesn't have a gun, then it's like, I'm stepping forward. That's excellent. That's excellent. So even like let's say you circling the individual.
okay.
Right.
Do you want him more? You want the stalking, or do you want it
The
more
attack.
on attack?
Yeah.
Attack.
Right. And look at me. Right. So it will be like, okay, what are we doing? Okay. Right. So that's great. Right. I love that. I love how you're playing with that. Like
Yeah.
that's almost like a breathing action. Or even like
Well, also animals, the bigger they can make
right,
themselves.
right. I love that. I love that. It also translates almost like it's its tail.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Also, we can look at it like this. Now the heart is setting all this energy into the arms and into the claws.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it's like, okay, I'm pumping up. I'm getting ready to attack you. That's right. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. Outside. Right. Right. Reset again. Reset your legs. Just switch your legs. Right. Boom. Right. And then switch your back. Right. But don't hop.
Okay.
Don't hop. Make it a little more smoother transition. So it will almost be like step, step, step. Right. 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 That looks good for me. How you feeling?
Feel good.
Right.
I know I'm building up the sweat.
Yeah, it's way till you hit the back of the head. Any
Right.
posture that you're in or command that you're in always leads to you attacking.
Yeah.
Right. It's just there's certain requirements that goes with guard or defend. So, like let me just say, like let's say this is the heart, right? Which ultimately this is what you turn from. If I take the heart and go guard and touch the heart, right? And then throw the heart over there and walk out the room, someone would come in and be like, yo, who's phone? That'll trigger you to come up and attack whoever touched that phone. Right, that's kind of how that works. Or if I go defend and I touch this line and then I throw it over there, once they hit past this line or past this invisible barrier,
Yeah.
oh shit, now I'm attacked. Right. So the whole thing is, the language of it or the commands of it, it's a certain rules that it abides by, but ultimately goes into attack mode. With that being said, I think it will always come from out that birth stage.
Okay.
Right. As opposed to, okay, I was given birth, but now I'm going to just chill here. No, I'm giving birth, but now I'm attacking. The reason why... The reason why...
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah. The reason why, I don't know if you ever seen I Am Legend with Will Smith.
No,
Okay, that's cool. You haven't seen it.
I'll watch it.
There's a point where these
Like a lion creature, isn't it?
well, the humans that survived this plague or whatever the case is, they turned into like these mindless creatures. But at one point, he walks into this bank, and they all standing around, and he like this, and they like almost sleeping in that posture. When I seen it, I was like, yo, that's really creepy. So that influenced me somewhat, because now if I'm a soldier and I come across something that's just standing still, and I know it's not of this earth or of this plane, why isn't this shit moving? How much further can I go before it moves? right? Or should I just back away? If I back away, am I gonna make a noise? So the whole thing is that really now translates towards a drama, a suspense, almost even a horror element to it. That's crazy too.
Because what I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
is this, again, you mentioned about the heart being in the head. I was like, this leaves it a little exposed and open
Mm-hmm.
for anything. But if we, protect, encase
Right.
a little bit.
I like that.
And then we're right here for your favorite thing.
But instead of going here with the head down,
Mm.
right? You woke up,
Mhm.
and then the head goes up, and then once the head goes up, the hands go up.
Mhm.
Okay,
We could do it like this.
I like that. So this will be dark.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's play it out from birth.
Okay.
Right, and then it goes still. That's nice, I like that. That's interesting too.
I like, okay.
You
If I had,
prefer that?
if I could have of the two,
Uh-huh,
I like this.
let's go with that.
Because it's almost, it's almost,
I like that. That, because you see the lines that's being developed?
mhm.
Right, so camera-wise, and camera-wise and silhouette-wise, that looks crazy. Right.
Or if you wanted to translate either or, this and this could be defend.
I like the defend, I like this one,
Mhm.
but then let's go with guard with something else.
Okay.
I love that with the closed head too. Can you stretch them out a little more?
Yeah. We can line them up like that. Totally.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's.
I love that. You see the way that looks? Almost flowery.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I love that. So that's
So, and it's like a porcupine almost too, like.
right. But when between the back, the hands of the positions of the claws and the mask, and then you're just standing still, it's gonna be like, oh shit, the hell is this thing?
And they walk up to it and nothing's happening, but then they cross that line and it's.
Right. Like they get almost like the
Those London guards, yeah.
the London guards. You can get right up in the face. Nothing's gonna happen if you cross that line though. That's where we at. Right. We did this.
Mhm.
Right.
Get back. This is attack. We got back and we went and reworked stalking.
Right.
Yeah. And the walk, we did the feet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the regular walk, we're like, oh yeah, you like the up on the balls.
Yeah.
And then when you get more into the stalking, to get down
Yeah,
lower to
get
your
flat.
feet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, same with the attack.
Right.
We did the circling, which
Yep.
was fun. That was,
Mhm.
and then we got the whole breathing thing.
Yeah.
Size.
I love that. You know that because you know what it is that, like you had mentioned in terms of like the dog and the hair on the back of the dog.
Yeah.
And then also like with bears, when a bear come, when they see each other, the first thing they do is go on the hind legs and they're like, yo,
Yeah.
who's taller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I get bigger?
Right,
Yeah.
So that right there with this, that's great stuff, man. Ooh, that's powerful stuff.
It's gonna read really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that start the pulsating.
Right, that's exactly it.
Especially if those those final moments like right before it does take off. It's like
Mhm.
it's kind of it does get eerie and
Right.